What the? Oh my God!
Wait, what?
It's the greatest American zero.
LGBTQ youth! Well, there you go, chat. There's some. Wow. Well, let's get into all this. Good. Boom. So Shannon Davis on Facebook. What the hell is this?
Yeah, this was a promo for his book Extend, which he's since brought to Comicsgate. You know, this series Extend, and there, he's talking about he gives some strange hashtags there.
December 15th, 2015. This week in Extend 3. Bullying and gay bashing are actions that hurt us all. If you are being bullied, just remember that the bullying won't be forever, and acceptance is possible. Stay strong and be true to yourself.
It's already woke.
What? These hashtags? Hashtag gay bullying, hashtag gay bashing, hashtag stop bullying, hashtag kindness. wait. Hashtag bully free zone.
He needs a safe space.
Man, this is the words of a man with no balls. Bully free zone.
What the is LGBT youth?
Yeah, I didn't even get that in this one. The hashtag LGBT, hashtag LGBTQ youth. Wait, what?
Yeah, no, I mean, that sounds like some pedo shit to me, bruh.
That is highly disturbing. Another one from Shannon. It's I forgot I drew Trump penguin. Hashtag resist.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
This one of the most woke comic books of all time. So he did this leftist propaganda at DC Comics, pure leftist trash. He says hashtag resist. This, which is normally used by leftist, communist, Antifa scum, domestic terrorists.
Yeah, that's highly questionable, Pan, using these hashtags that he's choosing, and then these LGBTQ youth hashtags.
Yeah, it's sus, I think they would say.
It's pretty sussy-wussy, Pan. And then you've got his avatar up here, him as a child with the baby face filter. With an what's wrong with this man?
Yeah, no, it's creepy. Doing industry leftist propaganda, and hashtagging in leftist psychotypes with the hashtag resist.
Then we have a picture. Oh, God, what the hell? Oh, God!
This is from, right when he came into CG. Looking like he came straight out of the industry. I mean, look at that.
We got Yanzi Lin.
Yeah, so this is what they first did. This is when they first came into CG, October 2020. So we're going to get a glimpse of how they tried to mobilize and use CG for their own interests right away. So she says Zack Snyder stole entire sequences and shots from Superman Earth 1 for his Man of Steel movie. If you can make a great book that can also directly be filmed, that is talent. So she's saying Zack Snyder stole from them.
Stole?
Wow. Is that libelous? I mean, it's really something. It's a bold statement to say that Zack Snyder stole from you.
Interesting. Oh, and there's more?
She says, it's no better than theft. So she's doubling down on the Zack Snyder stole from us or stole from Shane. She says, the more these people make misogynistic and or racist comments, the more they'll post. So she's coming in, and you can tell that they're straight out of the industry because they're signaling, to the leftists, calling people racist and misogynistic, just like any social justice warrior would do.
Yeah, that's I got some flags being waving right now. That's oh boy. We go to this one, and then we have Mercury saying you need to stay out of men's business, and Shannon Davis needs to stop hiding behind his wife. Let's start there. God. Shannon says, I've addressed this with DC. Had a letter thanking me at the time from the president of DCE. No thanks from Zack Snyder. Mercury says, why would Zack thank you personally? You know how many comics are used for inspiration for one movie?
So he didn't get personal thanks from Zack Snyder. At least Yanzi is saying Zack Snyder stole from them.
Yanzi Lin tweet.
She does her anti-Snyder propaganda. Oh, he stole from us or whatever. And then her second tweet there, be sure to support Starlight Cats, a lot. So she's using this Snyder drama to sell a book.
Isn't that something like they're still doing to this day, is trying to use all this drama for book sales?
It is. So you come in acting like a leftist, calling everybody racist and misogynist, making demands, saying that Zack Snyder stole from you, trying to mobilize Comicsgate against them, and also, hey, Comicsgate and everybody else, buy my gay cat book.
What is that hair? What is this game?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
The S on his chest doesn't stand for super, it stands for soy. That's Shane Davis's Superman.
He's limp-wristed, Pen. Look at him.
No, that's pathetic. That's the gayest Superman of all time. He says, to be honest, I never really liked working on Superman. I had a blast working on Earth One, but I would have rather been doing other characters. Yeah, like gay little cats in Comicsgate, right? And so the first thing, you do, you leave the industry. You weren't canceled, but, you were canceled, but you weren't canceled. You leave the industry, your wife comes in acting like some sort of miniature tyrant, some leftist psychopath online, trying to strong-arm Zack Snyder, saying that Zack Snyder stole from you, using all the leftist go-tos, like calling people racist and misogynist, trying to mobilize Comicsgate to buy your book. And what is the book? What is the book that you're going to do? Well, you're going to do the book that your wife wants you to do, Shane Davis. You're going to do her little cat book.
This is a self-insert book. Is this Yanzi as a kid? Wait, what?
Yes, that is Yanzi as a kid. It's her story. She told him to do it. First thing in Comicsgate, that's what we're doing. Taking orders from your wife.
Shannon Davis. Super Kitties. Executive producer caught red-handed. Wait, what?
Yeah, this was when he tried to claim that Disney was stealing from him.
Oh, God.
Which
but
just
stupid Starlight Cat book?
Right, and it just kind of illustrates his fake victimhood.
Always the victim. Stuart God on the Twitters. We have a clip. He was canceled. Shannon Davis, 2024. I wasn't canceled. Shane, 2025. I stood in front of a Trump bus. Wait, what? All right, a lot to get into here. So, wait, where'd it go? We got a video? No, it's right here.
Probably getting together because it's, somebody else's responsibility. And I get a phone call and he's like, hey, Shane, this is Rob. I'm like, hey, what's going on, man? He's like, you got time to talk? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I just want you to know I've went through the entire DC offices. And me and you aren't seeing eye to eye. And I've before you go to anybody else, I went through every chain of command and you're being fired. Wow. And I'm like, but we have an agreement. I'm like, I've actually literally turned down some other work and cleared my schedule because Valiant was trying to hire me also on an Exo Manowar thing. And I'm like, I've actually turned down work for this agreed, we have paperwork. He's like, I know, but I went through all the channels and in the offices and I fired you. And I remember going to Dan, I remember going to Larry Gannum, and they're telling me to write specific emails to him. But in the end, Dan kind of said, you have to understand, if I need the editors to do my books, so it wasn't a lot Dan could do. And I'm like, the fuck is going on here? An editor at DC Comics basically told me it's because I had posted a picture of me in 2016 I took a selfie with the Trump bus and had posted online. And it's like, wow. And what it was, he had spoke, I think, in Charlotte. And it was at my local Walmart, and there was a KFC. And that was Trump sitting outside KFC eating chicken in a bus. I was like, I got to take a picture of this. And I never would have thought, me showing support for Donald Trump would mean that years later I would be fired. And not just fired, but made sure everybody in the DC Comics office knew I was not to be hired again. Yeah. And that ruined me, because all it took was that happening at DC Comics, and all of a sudden Marvel doesn't want to fuck with me. Yeah. And I don't know. Eventually, and I mean, dude, it sucked. I was doing commissions, whatever I could do to get by.
Doing whatever he could do to get by. What the fuck did we just watch? What?
He said he was canceled for standing in front of a Trump bus. Well, he has changed his story.
He changed his story? Shannon Davis says, I wasn't canceled. Let me do the whiny voice. I wasn't canceled. I became Comicsgate. I made the choice. Then Marvel and DC never asked me to work again. An industry friend came to me and wanted to let me know I'd been canceled. No more work for being CG. The last piece I drew for the mainstream was a cover for Marvel that took 6 months to pay me for after I came to CG. Whatever the case, joining CG was my choice. Also, that stream has never been deleted. It's still on my Rumble under my profile, not my channel.
Wow. So he says, I wasn't canceled. I became Comicsgate. And then he said after the fact, someone had to let him know he was canceled because he became Comicsgate. Well, that's not what he said in that interview. He said he was canceled by the industry because he stood in front of a Trump bus. Or a bus with Trump on it. So, wow. Caught in another lie, Shannon.
What do we have this? Another Yonzi tweet. As Joe Bennett is a anti-Semitic, he has no place in CG, which has a diverse of race, religion, and sexual orientations. Wait, what?
She's trying to gatekeep CG.
We have a little video, a thing put together. And I think it's going to put a nice little bow on things, chat. Enjoy.
Angela Curry for $5. I saw Shane Davis is the best Davis because Aaron Multi called him Sean. Somehow that became celebrating the death of his bro. Yeah, I know. Nobody knew about that.
From this thing called Comicsgate. I just dipped my toe in because I saw a couple of illicit clips, and apparently there's this guy Sean or Shane.
His brother's name was Sean.
Apparently.
Nobody knew that. We're clearly referring to the steel toe guy.
Angela Curry says for $5. I even DM'd Shannon and clarified it, but he's still saying it. Wow.
But it was this line over here by Angela Curry that says, Sean Davis is the best Davis. Now, for people who don't know, my brother passed a long time ago, like 2007. And a lot of people think this is a sensitive subject for me. And we've seen things like this with Ward Campaign before with Anna. I had recently last year dealt with people posting obituaries on Twitter. So I realized this is in the slipstream of these guys that my brother died and they mocking him and stuff like that.
Come on, Angela Curry.
Hey, fellas. Say that and the whole thing. Like, I didn't realize this story and how tragic it is. And it sucks. Like, it really does. Like, I'm really sorry that happened. I never knew this at all.
This is a shot here where, they're like, hey, his name is Shannon. Everybody, his name is Shannon. Let's get his docs out there. Again, everybody in my normal life calls me Shannon. But it was this line over here by Angela Curry that says, Sean Davis is the best Davis. Now, for people who don't know, my brother passed a long time ago, like 2007.
Oh, just real quick, for people who do not know, wait, I messaged him the first time and I reiterated, I just said, hey, this is what I meant. And then Friday he was EFAPing it. And while I guess he was EFAPing it, I DM'd him again. I said, "Hey, you did get my message, right?" And
wow, so you told him, like, you know, explicitly that that's not what I meant, you know, and you gave him your reasoning. He ignored that and continued on with the victim narrative.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And there you go. Some clarification was needed, and well, let's see what Shannon has to say about that.
I mean, what a dirtbag, you know, what a scumbag, Shannon.
Family shields, really, Shannon, really?
I mean, come on, Angela Curry, obviously a nice person, tried to contact you privately and say, hey, that's not what I meant. You ignored it so that you could continue to use a deceased family member to play victim. Absolutely despicable behavior, and that's why you're fast becoming one of CG's top locals. Hail Shannon. So, and it all makes sense, all this drama. You saw it with Yanzi, how she tried to use, you know, the Zack Snyder drama to sell Starlight Cats, their first Comicsgate book. And, you know, it all makes sense when you take a look at where Inglorious Rex is. It's on the last 2 days of the sale here. So, maybe that's why Shane is doing all this fake victimhood and talking about how Kelsey Shannon held his book for ransom, and how Angela Curry is, you know, raising the dead. Well, that's even more of a stretch. Like, someone pointed out to me that when he showed, you know, I guess he showed the obituary of his brother on his stream, and someone noticed that the name that Sean was not even this person's first name. It was their middle name. Apparently the name was like Joseph or something. So when he says that Angela Curry was, you know, mocking his dead brother, what? She was using the middle name to mock the dead brother? Really? Is that the stretch that we're going with, Shane?
Wait a minute, I didn't know it's... Really?
Someone pointed this out, yeah. And so it wasn't... Sean isn't even the guy's first name. So that's quite the stretch there. I mean, subhuman Shane.
Huh, that's,
Yeah, so that makes me think that he's trying to do this to sell his book. You know, he's making all these stretches, all this fake victimhood, you know, the last week of the campaign. So, you know, it makes a little more sense now, doesn't it?
Huh. Repeating thing with this man, like it,
Sick. He yelled out mods when he was getting choked by that guy.
Oh, damn it.
Mods. He's asking for his mods.